Hey everybody, Sean Bukowski here. Hope you're all having a great week. Beautiful weather outside. Hey, saw an article in the Houston Business Journal this week that kind of sparked something, and that is unfortunately not a great article. It was about the TC Energy tower in Houston that apparently is in default of its loan and is seeking to renegotiate with the lender. And it just kind of sort of brought up thoughts about, we walk around town Austin here where I live, and you see all these cranes and all these new buildings going up, and it's exciting, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'd love to see the growth and everything that's going on. You just worry about the state of the office market right now, because I mean, I know there's, well, at least we've been told that there are some vacant buildings downtown, and I think it's like that all over the state. I looked up uh, the vacancy rates for office in general, and obviously there are pockets in each of these towns that are different, but just in general, I think for DFW, really all of them are somewhere between, DFW and San Antonio, I think, are in the 21% vacancy rate for office. Houston and Austin are more in the 23 to 25% at the end of the last year. And those are pretty alarming. I mean, it's certainly significantly higher than it was pre COVID. And so, you wonder why. I mean, we've talked about why I hear a fair amount, but it's both rising vacancy rates because of people are working at home, and companies need less office space, and so you wonder where that's headed. One good thing is you are starting to see some companies kind of be like, all right, guys, we need you to come back to the office, and so hopefully for our office owners that is good news in the long run. But for the short run, right now, with all this office debt coming due, or just trying to service it, when you have 25% vacancy and then you have rising interest rates where trying to refi is really difficult, then there's going to be potentially some distressed assets out there. And so what can you do? I mean, can you recap it? Maybe, but it's really hard to find either debt or equity right now. And same with refinancing. To get office debt, it's really hard, and any debt you get is probably going to be at an interest rate that's really high, and not really tenable for the owner. And so I talked to a few people about whether it makes sense to try to repurpose these assets. Everybody I talk to says housing doesn't really work. It's just really expensive and just kind of untenable. But what about other? What about medical? What about a data center, or whatever? Some potentially something that I'm not even thinking of, but that we could potentially repurpose a lot of this office that's not in use. I think that might be one way that people have to start looking at this, as a way to salvage the value and salvage the buildings as we go forward. You remember, every downturn creates opportunity, and so hopefully there will be opportunity out there for this time, and we can find what that is. Hope you enjoy this. Please subscribe to our blog, our podcast, and our weekly email. Have a great week.